We're watching Owarimonogatari's second season, maybe? Welcome to another episode of Anime in a Day. I'm your host, Matthew Napkin, and I always do these whenever I'm leaving this place, this house. And I'm going to be going away for a very long time, for studying reasons. This is my favorite room in my favorite house. It's my little sister's room. I know, weird, but look. Her bed is incredibly soft. It has a aphrodisiac effect. Let's not get into that though. I got some anime to watch. I'm not even in the mood for it. Like, I just feel sad. I'm going away. But I can't, I have to stick to tradition. Alright, Mayoi Hell is chapter 1. I'll record my reactions. One more thing about the significance of me watching Owari Monogatari's second season. It's been a very long time since I um, was inculcated with these characters. Like, I watched all of the Monogatari series. Like, one day I was like, alright, I only watched Bake Monogatari and Nisei Monogatari, and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna dedicate my anime watching sessions to just the Monogatari series, and that was, man, before I went to college, maybe? So yeah, like 3 years ago, basically. I got all the way up to Owari Monogatari season 1. The only thing that I remember is that I got really, really horny for Ogi, and I'm so happy that she's gonna be back for the second season. She's really hot, and that's all I have to say for now. Um, I do love me some. I flip flopped between a couple of favorite characters. This one was my favorite for a while, Kanbaru. Naruto is actually pretty base, but I know some people that don't like her. Um, yeah, and then Mayoi was probably my first one that I liked, and then I went to Kanbaru. And I think my favorite one is now Karen, because I'm stupid. Alright, okay, let's just get started to the first episode. God, I have no idea what happened to her. The last time we saw her, crap. She's dead, apparently. Oh. Okay, we're at the opening. I don't want to show too much footage of the anime itself because the last time that happened, I got caught by the YouTube copyright system. But yeah, damn, she's adorable. Okay, that's enough. I remember Mayoi's storyline was like she's dead. She's looking for. She was wandering around the streets in search of something, and she's in purgatory. She's not able to leave. But then they met with Aragi, and she found some peace. Now she's in hell. I don't remember the process of how that happened. I remember in the end of Water Monogatari season 1 that she had some kind of relationship with Oshino, Shinobu, and that's it. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the Monogatari series. I swear, you guys, I just don't remember. It's been 3 years. I've been watching Clannad recently. This is kind of like I'm taking a break between that. So I'm just jumping from anime girl harem show to another one, but this one's made by Shaft, so it's gonna be so weird. Okay. We're getting started at the plot. Why is Aragi in hell? Aragi is currently being very close touchy with Hachikuji right now. I kinda missed this. I missed all of this. Plot-wise, we're just hearing Hachiguchi kind of explain what's happened to Aragi and how he is even in this situation at all. Even though, okay, I don't know their position really, but Hachiguchi's meant to be dead, and Aragi is meeting her. That implies Aragi has been murdered. I just kind of wanted to show that, the way Shaft shows off dialogue is incredibly cool. I mean, they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to seductively show this 8-year-old's legs. I don't know how old she is. What is inside her bag? Why is it so big? Why is it behind her? What is she putting in there? Sometimes, okay, and then it just randomly shows a close-up, her playing around with the playground equipment, and then there's this incredible 3D scene that must have taken some effort. Like, damn, everyone get on Shaft's level. This is how you cinematographize a dialogue scene that actually looks interesting instead of back and forth that I seen on 86. Okay, anywho, he's dead. I can't help but just marvel at the visuals here. Like, what the hell have they been smoking? It's the most beautiful depiction of hell I have ever seen. Yeah, I guess I can understand why they would go full on with the visuals. Like, it is adapted from a book, and all the characters do is just kind of talk to each other. I guess I'm kind of noticing that there's not a lot of action, but a lot of reaction about things that have happened in other stories. Maybe this is just how the arc plays out for now, but I'll see what's happening. They also stylistically changed these texts from the original Bakemonogatari that's like just a solid color into something else, but I prefer the Bakemonogatari version. Also, when I zoom in, some weird shit happens. That was bizarre. Okay, let's continue. Nothing in the plot is happening much, but these are very interesting, like, philosophical observations, what ifs of, I guess everything that led up to this point. Like, we're currently questioning about whether Aragi should have caught Senjugahara in the very first episode of Bakemonogatari. There's also this very heavenly music that's playing. It's kind of insane. I don't have that much deep things to say, I suppose, but I'm very much enjoying the story. Bro, Monogatari has so many best girls. I just keep forgetting they exist. Just look at her. Holy shit, I love all of them so much. They're so cute. Dio voice actor spotted. It's Dio. Dude. Oh, I don't remember his voice actor's name, Takehito Koyasu. But yeah, that voice is so distinct that it's just Dio, and I can't imagine anything else. Anyways, Owarimonogatari's ending is incredible. It is stuck in my head. I played it on Osu billion times. Love this series, but yeah, Mayoi Hell Part 1 is just a very meditative, introspective, slow episode, recalling many relationships Aragi has with his harem. It's pretty cool, pretty interesting. I got to relive some of it. Hope the story continues on, but I really just want to enjoy this ending. Oh my god, the jumps, you guys. 1-2 jumps. Oh, I'm dying. Wait a second. Dio is controlling Yotsugi the entire time? Have I been simping for Dio the whole time? I don't remember his name. Oh well, shit. Oh dude, I forgot. Shinobu had like a longer name. Can't believe I still remember it. Kisushoto Ace Orella Orion Heart Under Blade. Oh yeah, I did it. Shut the hell up. We're currently in some drama with Tadakutsu and Oshino, some event that happened. I don't even remember who Teori Tadakutsu was, Dio's voice actor's character. That's all I know him as. But the thing that I wanted to mention was just how insane, like, the storyboards must be for one of these episodes. I really want to see, after watching Shirobako, and knowing how storyboards exist for anime, like, I already knew storyboards were used for animation, but, like, Monogatari takes it to the next level. Like, oh my lord. Okay, anyways. I feel like Monogatari does a lot of these play around with words and Japanese kanji things that are lost in translation. It kind of sucks, but I guess it's cool for Japanese people. I'm not saying it's invalid, that it's not like an international concept that everyone understands, but maybe, I don't know, I feel kind of weird that I am unable to experience the quality of this masterpiece unless I knew some kanji. That said, though, they do explain it in the subtitles somewhat, so I'm not mad. I wish I knew kanji. I was kind of wondering what Hachikuji's involvement in her own arc, like with her own name in Mayoi Hell, is, because the main crux of this arc isn't really about Mayoi herself. It's mostly an Aragi focused thing where he dies and stops being a vampire, resurrected as a human through motivations of other characters explained by Tarakutsu, I suppose. Fix my explanation if it's wrong, but I'm just happy that Hachikuji gets her entire moment where she completely embarrasses Araragi by saying all of his fetishes, and I'm like, dude, I love all of those things too. The ending of like, oh, it's true though. He questions himself if he deserves to be resurrected, but many times he narrowly escapes death. So of course he still wants to live, even though he's forgotten, which is explained by the text that just went on the screen. But even more beautifully is that he wants to live purely because of hot girls, and I'm like, dude, same. It has this beautiful message of like life is a beautiful thing, and that's why you should keep living. And dude, it's true. I hope that made sense, but anywho. Like, being alive allows you to love and be happy. So be alive. Okay, I want to finish this episode. Saw a couple of reveals after the ending, which I just wanted to watch and I didn't want to interrupt. So yeah, Gaien, something something battle. Also, he took Hachikuji Kamimashita. Hachikuji, was brought back from hell because of Araragi. That was surprising. But also, there's something's gonna happen with this girl, and Hitagi's arc is next. I'll be honest, I have no idea what happens ever with the older, um, I don't remember the name, but all of the characters that are in the same club with Gaien and Oshino and Tadakutsu. I have no idea what the deal is going on with them ever at all. My mind kind of draws a blank. I don't really understand what their deal is anytime they talk. But I'm enjoying it. I mean, at least visually, there's always something interesting happening. So yeah, let's just get on to episode 4. I mean, 3. You know what? Since, I don't know, we're gonna do a new arc, I might as well just walk all the way to to a more comfortable bed. Since my parents are not home right now, I'm gonna do a little house tour, go all the way to my parents' room. Gigantic bedroom, very comfortable bed. Literally the only one that isn't comfortable is my own. Dude, I'm gonna miss this place. Look at it, look at all that. I'm doxing myself. This is... Okay, well, whatever, here we are. I would put it up there, but I don't have a HDMI cable. Damn, this place is hot. Alright. I'm gonna settle down. So yeah, I also have, hold on, we're currently on episode 3. There are a couple of titles. That's the one that I'm watching to watch the thing, but also there's a commentary track. I should watch that eventually. I accidentally said episode 4 instead of 2. No, shit. Episode 3, episode 5, whatever, who cares? I just thought it was really dense. Like, these episodes, they have so much information packed in them and thrown at you at such a lightning fast pace that feels like you're watching more than 20 minutes, but goddamn, it is just so much at once. Let's get started with Hitagi's arc. I have not seen her for a very long time. Apparently, she had some relationship with Kaiki. There was that one opening. I don't remember what their relationship was, but I'm sure we're gonna get into it very soon. I kind of just find the idea insane that there's an actual harem anime where the main character is in a genuine romantic relationship with one of the women in the harem, and the rest are okay with it. Like, that seems to go against the formula of a harem anime at all. It just in foundation, like it's supposed to be a will they won't they between all the characters, but nope. Monogatari, Aragi loves Senjugahara. That's it. Damn, ballsy move. So about that kanji thing earlier, it's not really just about kanji. It's sentences like these. There's tons of these puns that use similar words, but they don't make sense in English at all because they don't sound similar. This is the same problem that I'm having with, I mean, a lot of Japanese literature plays around with the Japanese language, and I'm not saying that I read a lot of Japanese literature, but I've seen it enough in the manga, and also I've been reading Yotsubato recently, and there's so many explanations and translators' notes. I'm just saying, it's a shame that as a person who's interested in watching these anime, that they get lost in translation, and I guess that's just something that I have to deal with. I think it is best that you just kind of you translate the notes like this and not try to make some kind of English joke out of it, because that would have just, you'd have to come up with your own humor basically. Anywho, I guess that's that. The only other thing that I want to say is I found it funny how kinda meta Senjugaraha as the character is. She kind of forgot herself and also had these meta moments of like mentioning her own voice actress in another episode. I have a special relationship with her because back in high school when me and my friends were all watching some animes, um, my friend actually did introduce me to Monogatari. At first, I found it was boring, but I got into it very quickly later on after rewatching it. And the person that recommended me Monogatari has like the exact same mannerisms as Senju Gahara, I swear to God. Not really mannerisms. I suppose like general attitude and philosophy. I maybe that's the best word for it. He is evil. He is absolutely 100% evil and will murder, but also very passionate in love, and I think that's cute. We also did like we also pretended, not pretended, but like assigned Monogatari characters to people that I knew, and that was also fun. I was Kanbaru because, I don't know, I was perverted and kind of tomboyish, I guess, even as a boy. Fuck it, enough. I love spats. Also, Yotsugi's in this episode. That's already a 10 for me. I cough every time I talk. I'm in constant pain. If anyone ever wanted a shortcut to make seductively hot anime girls, no matter what what they look like, just bend their legs like this, and then instant gratification, bam, fan service, but it's like subtle. It's just a pose, but oh my god. Oh yeah, Kanbaru's gay. I forgot that happened in Hana Monogatari, but I don't remember if Kanbaru and Senjugahara had a relationship of some kind. I think the only time the series had some kind of unrequited love was with Hanakawa and Araragi in her arc. Anywho, oh yeah, they're going on a date. That's the point of this episode. I think I already mentioned that Senjugahara is kind of having an identity crisis. That's funny. Ogi, eye jump scare. Okay, we're at the end of Hitagi Rendezvous Part 1. There are a couple of thoughts. Hold on. The music here can't be understated. It's kind of a mix between EDM and classical piano music, I suppose. They mix in a bunch of other instruments. It's very cool, very solid, usually very good, and I'm kind of surprised how melodically interesting the the soundtrack is for all of these conversations. Anywho, but it's still like pretty good background music. アプローチが逆だった。逆？どういう意味だろう？ This is a pen とかなんとかおっしゃってました。Oh my god. おっしゃってらしたけどって。This is a pen. I'm just saying that hearing Japanese people speak English sounds so weird. The last thing that I wanted to mention is just the two last things. Yeah, hold on. Senjugahara is very interested in astronomy and space, and I get that because that was kind of a part of their dates in Bakemonogatari, but she's getting into geoscience, which is more about Earth and not about space. I thought she'd go straight to astronomy and astrophysics, but no, I guess. Alright. Besides that, there's a lot of setup for Ogi. A lot of setup for Ogi in this season, and they're really building up into the last arc. Okay, well, the next episode... This episode was just, like, we're going on a date, we talked to Tsukihi and Yotsugi, we're driving to the planetarium, so I assume the climax is in Hitagi Rendezvous Part 2, and then we'll get introduced to whatever crazy shit Ogi is gonna throw at us. So weird, we're having some kind of, like, lecture about constellations that is metaphorically somewhat related to the story that they're telling right now by Ogi, but I'm okay with it 100%. I just want Ogi to tilt her head a billion times. She is canonically the hottest character in the Monogatari series. I don't care whoever's opinion is. Hold on, I need to find a shot again. Honestly, the shots during Sodachi's arc were very good, but this one's a great example as well. Something about her black eyes and very like clean design just it captures me, and her slit for a mouth. She is evil incarnate, and she's honestly more intimidating than cute, but I don't care. There's such an appeal to her that I can't that is very different from every other design in the Monogatari series. Oh yeah, actually I can pinpoint one right now. She doesn't have those lines on her cheek. Or like Watanabe Shinichi's design. Well, I don't really want to like mix up the designers' names, but he usually has something on their cheek, like something pink, that makes it look shiny, but she doesn't, and that's a very special characteristic. Makes her look evil, but also unique compared to everyone else. All of the other girls also have unique characteristics to them that make them unique and cute, but honestly, I think these... the fact that we don't ever see her hands, and she's wearing overgrown clothes that are too big for her, is special to me. She seems very comfy, but also very intimidating at the same time. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. She seems to be wearing like black skin under her as well. I think one of my other favorite things about the Monogatari series is that all the girls just mention all of the girls and sometimes they meet and it's great. I just love when harems have the main heroines interact with each other, and the Monogatari series does that so often. I love it. Okay, what I don't like is these. Hold on. These text parts that happen way too quickly. How am I expected to read all that? Huh? You're back in the room where it all started because of unforeseen circumstances. This is my room. For some reason, I'm the only one that has a queen bed. Whatever. It's better than a futon on the floor. Currently, I am at the end of the part where Ogi has her entire speech dream with Aragi. The only thing that I wanted to mention is she mentions justice and how there's no such thing as a pure righteousness, or justice. Justice only exists in opposition to evil and wrongdoing. And yeah, I guess I agree. I think injustices are very easy to do, and it's kind of like the human easiest path to take, path of least resistance. That was the phrase I was thinking of. And because they happen more often, righteousness exists when you don't want to take the path of least resistance. I suppose that's my only theory right now. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the day, the last 10 minutes. We're going to see a lot more Ogi, but she was hinted a lot during Hitagi's arc, and I'm like, darn, I just wanted to enjoy their date. I already knew I was going to get a lot more Ogi. Also, I already got spoiled about who Ogi's real identity is. But you know what? I'll leave that unspoiled until I get to that part. There's good fan service and there's bad fan service. And literally just having consistent character designs and like an hourglass figure and juicy, delicious Zettai Roiki, can you achieve that? It's in the subtleties, everybody. Oh, and slightly bent legs and the just incredible costumes. I mean, you gotta have some cute outfits. And literally just cute poses. That's it. That's everything. Okay, outfit checks out. That chocolate necklace is everything. Also, let's walk arm in arm is like the losing penalty for bowling. Like, bro, that's what I do with my little sister without me asking her to get on my level. No, I'm not going to elaborate. No, I don't have anyone else for that to do with. So it's actually a sad situation. I can take a million pictures of these shots specifically. They're incredible. Oh my god. It's kind of weird actually. I kind of noticed very pervasive, actually invasive cinematography of anime girls in anime, especially Saekano, where instead of having smart and interesting storyboarding like in in the Monogatari series, all of the dialogue scenes, it's just looking at the female character, and the camera is literally not in places where it can physically possibly be, like up the girl's panties or on the girl's legs, or just, very obviously fan servicey shots. That's Saekano. But at least in Bakemonogatari, it does that sometimes, but it also has more sweeping shots of the girl in like a static shot where they're doing an interesting pose. Sometimes there actually is some animation, like when she's doing the bowling thing. Or when it's not that, it's the environment shown in a very interesting way. Or it's these reaction shots of them being like these chibi faces. There's a lot going on in the Monogatari series, just visually. After that, they were literally talking about gifts and having a gift, expecting a gift in return. I mean, not expecting a gift in return, and Senjugara is the one giving the chocolate. This is literally a conversation that I had with the friend that I assigned Senjugahara to. This is fucking weird. What am I, gay? I'm dead. Okay, so her gift in return, like that Aragi wasn't able to give, it's calling her by her first name without honorifics, Hitagi. And I mean, I get that it's like the more casual way of, and like, it's a symbol of being close to someone, but I did not know it was that big of a deal. Or maybe Hitagi is like building up to some sort of expectation, like a cabin cruiser that she asked for earlier, but instead it's something small, like asking Aragi to call her by her first name. Oh well, all right. I just it's just another cultural difference, I suppose. I don't know how big of a deal it is. Oh god, don't call him Koyomi though. That sounds weird. Yeah, that was a cute scene. That was an absolutely adorable date that they had. Holy crap. That was not expected to oh, my heart is beating, but it was. It was cute. It was adorable. I loved it. Alright. Well, that honestly was just kind of a cute date with Senjugahara. They did kind of get more characterization. We spent more time with her, but it was mostly just fun. We didn't really discuss much of the plot or Gaian's declaration of battle, but we did touch upon it a bit. Besides that, I think the parts with Ogi, that was probably plot relevant. Gaia, the whole point of the metaphor with Ascleros and those constellations, I believe, it was something about immortality. And Gaian Izuko, who resurrected Araragi, will get some punishment of some kind, and that the battle's gonna happen soon. I think that's literally it. So, yeah, I think that's a good enough recap, hopefully. I don't know. This series is kind of complicated. I kind of wanted, okay, now that we have the opportunity to, I suppose, while the ending is playing, I find it kind of weird that every episode, while visually and dialogue-wise, so much is hitting you all at once, and it's done very quickly. The story doesn't really progress all that much, but it's still very dense with information. I don't know how that's possible. But yeah, because it's just a bunch of dialogue scenes, and the dialogue, it's not like bam, 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 point, point, point. It's using metaphors and language. It plays around with language more so, and explaining things slowly, I suppose. I don't know, just this denseness of information, but also this slow progress on plot, that contradiction kind of gets me. Anywho, we're getting a teaser for Ogi's arc. The best part. Let's go. Okay, Guyan mentioned a battle. I have finished episode 4. And yeah. Hold on, wait. Ogi declared a battle against Gain and they're gonna fight. So I guess that explains that. Alright, well, I can't wait for Ogi Dark, which I'm gonna watch right now. Yeah, okay, so the entire Monogatari series takes place in like the last year of high school. I think, well, recently we've been kind of been in the transition period between high school and university. Aragi's been doing his college entrance exams. I don't know their scores, but I think that's kind of one reason why Monogatari is so special to me. I recorded an entire thing, a video called like the worst phase in my life, where I just explained all the pain that I went through trying to get into a college and college entrance exams and all that. And I would have definitely loved watching the Monogatari series back then, and I probably did, but it was probably like the beginning of high school or something. Anywho, continuing on, Ogi Dark, baby. I seem to be watching like Monogatari whenever I am going through a transitionary period in my life, because I'm currently watching this right before I'm going to move, literally migrate to another country, lol. I'm not emotionally prepared, but I guess I hope Monogatari is gonna help me do that. Actually, I also watched Zarigoto right before I had a visit, like a vacation to England. Maybe Nisiozin's work is just about that. I don't know. They prepare me. Unpopular opinion. Actually, I don't know, but Ogi's openings are always the best ones. Holy shit. Honestly, all of like the voice acting in Monogatari is incredible. They always have like the biggest names, but also just they capture the characters so perfectly, and it is also just endlessly satisfying to listen to. Just a great performance out of all of them that are very like evident of their characteristics. Like Hachikuji's adorable and cute. Nadeko is quiet, shy, and cute. Senjo Gahara is intimidating, evil, and cute. And somehow, Ogi's voice actor gives off this vibe of intimidation and actual murderous intent, but it's also adorable. Holy fuck, how do they do it? I need an explanation. How did I go through a list of all the incredible voice acting in the Monogatari series without mentioning Shinobu? Oh fuck, she literally has 3 voices that she needs to do, and they're all of different character types, archetypes, like the cute lolly, and then the very mature One-san voice, her over here. Like, how does I thought they were different people. That's how good her voice acting is for different archetypes, even though they're the same person. Holy shit. Okay, now that we're in the Ogi arc, I just want to briefly mention, I was thinking about Hachikuji's kind of position throughout the series, sort of, because she was never alive. She was in purgatory. She was in hell. She like already got her satisfying arc and conclusion. And then she went to the afterlife. She was piling stones at the bank of hell for 6 months. And now she's a ghost back in the real world because Araragi brought her back. And she doesn't seem bothered by the eternity of existence. Like, she's just happy piling stones and now living as a ghost. And she's not scared by the existing forever. That's really weird, right? Well, okay, alright. I find it cute that she's happy, even though she's having all... She's dead. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, Gain is saying we're gonna go fight Ogi. I just find it already a cool idea that Ogi is this friendless loner who we don't see interact with anyone else except Araragi. And now this group of people are like gonna fight him with Guyan on our team. And now there's like this sort of choice that Araragi has to make between siding with Ogi or Guyan. Um, okay, they are currently discussing like weapon tactics or battle tactics or something. I'm gonna listen. So yeah, it's currently just kind of like set up for something that's about to happen. They're currently um, explaining their motivations as characters, basically. And the thing that kind of gets my attention is that Shinobu calls Aragi her master, and it just made me realize that in a harem anime, like, usually you'd want all of the women to have a very close relationship with the main protagonist, but I feel like in the Monogatari series, they have not only special close relationships with Aragi, but also unique relationships compared to each other. Like Shinobi, their master and slave kinda. Senjugahara is girlfriend boyfriend. Kanbaru is Kohai senpai, stuff like that. And I think that is very, very cool that their relationships are like set up that way, I guess. Actually, that's all harems. I'm stupid. I'm dying. They are seriously considering Hachikuji to be the next goddess of the Shirahebi shrine. All hail Hachikuji. All hail the snail girl. I'm gonna flub all my words from now on as a prayer to her, as an act of worship. You know, I did see quite a bit of promotion for Zoku owarimonogatari. She becomes a grown up. She grows up. That's really hot. I fucking love AP. So yeah, I guess we'll see her do that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna watch Zoku owarimonogatari after this. Right after this, I'm gonna watch it the right before I die because one of the things I do with anime is that if I don't know, I usually only watch one season, and if I like it, I'll watch the second season. And that basically just means that there's a lot of second seasons I haven't watched yet, and I'm like, I'll watch them when I'm retired and I have a lot more free time or something like that. And I suppose Zoku Monogatari is gonna be one of those. Alright, time to watch. I can't wait until Hachikuji becomes a god as I pray to her. Okay, just thank you, owarimonogatari, for doing this. Holy crap, these are adorable. I am hanging this on my wall. Dude, I completely forgot that this entire anime was like about monsters and apparitions and such. We were hanging out with so many hot anime girls, like I forgot. Okay, yeah. That entire episode of part one is just kind of villainizing Ogi, saying she needs to die so that the story needs to end for a happy ending for all the characters that Guyan planned for. And Ogi is this mysterious force that we don't know much about or her motivations. She is a monster apparition thing, can't be trusted, at least according to Guyan, but she still begs for Aragi to be with her on the battlefield or something. The story is unraveling, and we really only saw Guyan's side here. But yeah, I am very interested in seeing Hachikuji become a god. So if that means eliminating Ogi, I don't know. It's hard. I can't choose between the two. Okay, it's unraveling. Let's get to the next episode. ballsy move to make this one of the shots in the opening. You know, I'm starting to be really into legs. That's the new body part, the new fad. I feel like this video itself has just been talking about hot anime girls, and you know what? It's not. It's I'm being led on by this behavior from the anime itself. I'm not like spawning it. I'm not creating this out of thin air. Okay, I'm just reacting to what the anime gives me. Anywho, I really want to enjoy this Ogi opening. They are very sick and probably my favorite ones. Remember when I was like comparing Ogi's design to all the other characters? We got a close up of Hachikuji over here. I don't think I mean like the rosy cheeks. I mean, they do appear sometimes, but I'm pretty sure I just mean these glares and shiny eyes. It's probably what I actually meant. I'm finding this meta element about Monogatari series interesting. Like, I just want to mention it. That they're trying to find a happy ending, like, all the characters want to be in a happy place or a place that they're satisfied with at the end of the story. Hachikuji becomes a god. That's the only thing that's on my mind right now, but I'm sure Gaien has also planned something for Yotsugi, for Yotsugi and Shinobu as well, basically. And they mentioned, like, explicitly, they want to give everyone a happy ending, and this is literally owarimonogatari, and I just find that interesting. Instead of, like, oh, we want Hachikuji to not be in a bad place, I guess. I don't know. They mention it explicitly. And yeah, they're opposing Ogi about it because she might interfere with the happy ending because she is so mysterious, basically. Like, that's the unresolved thing that Ogi needs to disappear because we don't know what she is. She is dangerous and might destroy the happy ending because it's unresolved, and in a story, everything has to be resolved. I think that's kind of like the meta thing about it. You know, thinking back on Naruto's arc, she was a very shy person and possibly had anxiety issues. I don't really remember, but it kind of all exploded when she became the snake god, and now she is artistically and creatively expressing herself as a mangaka. And that just kind of reminds me of my position that I am right now, since I used to be selectively mute when I was young, had repressed feelings, and now I am exploring those feelings through art as well by creating a webcomic of some sorts that I will not ever release, but know that it exists, and I am similar to Naruto in that way. It's kind of something that I didn't expect, and now I kind of like her as a character more. Also, Tsukihi is adorable. Where the hell is Karen? Man, this conversation between Tsukihi and Naruto it was beautiful. Like, Tsukihi doesn't really have much vision of what she wants to do in the future, and she admires Naruto for actually having some motivation to artistically express herself through manga in her life and is motivated to do it. And that's literally the position that I am in. And Naruto says, man, I appreciate you saying that. It makes me feel like what I'm doing is special and worth it, and is a position higher than Tsukihi, who doesn't know what to do. And yeah, I know what I'm doing. I have a billion million ideas in my head that I want to make and do and create, and that's it. That's just gonna be for the rest of my life. I'm just gonna be making a million projects until they are done and finished. And it's like, I really enjoy this security, I guess, this thing to fall back on. I want to express myself. I have a lot of ideas. I want to get them out, but it takes months and months to realize even just one of them. So the rest of my life is set, basically. And I know that I will be making more and more ideas as I am working on more and more projects, because the time that it takes to make an idea is shorter than it takes to work on a project or finish it. And a lot of other people don't do that. I mean, I think I'm repeating myself, and you get the point. A lot of people that I know play video games, lol, and it seems like they are grinding out their work life or their school life, hoping that it goes somewhere or they become passionate in something, but maybe they don't feel the passion for what they are doing, but they take it seriously like a job, but I don't know if they enjoy it. And I make art and I enjoy it. There's still some issues, like it's not pure 100% happiness with what I do, but I do like working on projects, making big things, and that's gonna be it for the rest of my life. Okay, that one conversation was long. Never noticed how cute Tsukihi is. She's absolutely adorable. Uh, and she's also T-posing, uh, asserting her dominance over everything and everyone. I'll be honest, Tsukihi might be the one Monogatari character that I think the least about, but it's just kind of a nice surprise whenever I see her. She's always overshadowed by her really hot sister Karen, but I appreciate some Tsukihi as well. She has this arc of like being a fake sister, a phoenix thing. I don't really remember, but she's real to me. There's that entire part of like, oh, is the real thing better? Is the fake thing better than the real thing? In Nisi Monogatari. Maybe I should rewatch that because I don't remember the conclusion to that season. But anyways, oh no, now they're both T-posing me. Look, ma, no hands. I like this another metaphor of like they're making the cram school scary by not knowing what it is, but now they know what it looks like. Also, the real thing that I wanted to look at is damn, Tsukihi is taller than Ogi, and also she has really long hair. Holy fuck. It's really cute. They had a very interesting talk about mysteries, and Ogi is like, a mystery is only scary because of what you don't know, and Tsukihi retorts, the real story only begins after you know who the murderer is, and that's where the moral or lesson comes from. I don't really know. I agree with Ogi more, even though she backs down to Tsukihi. I think she has a point. I think only the real. I think Tsukihi does have a point, though. The ending of the story can only happen after everything is revealed and something is clear and everything is resolved, I suppose. I don't know about the real story or whatever. But whatever. Anywho, I think this is what I was talking about when I said, like, the rosy cheeks, those little lines that Watanabe likes to put. I mean, these are obviously an anime characteristic for, a lot of it, but, like, I think he does it in a very special way, like this. Okay, enough. Also, they make such, like, a big deal of Ogi's true identity, but it sucks that I got spoiled and I know what it is. Oh well. Anywho. Damn, this place is getting dark. What the fuck? Dude based. He's spitting facts. Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. I noticed one more thing as well about the really smart writing in Monogatari. It kind of starts somewhere thematically with two characters talking about each other. In the first scene about with Sengoku and Tsukihi, they talk about their future, which sets up for Tsukihi not having a future, which gets discussed with Ogi and Tsukihi on their bike ride over here, where Ogi mentions she doesn't have a future at all. She only has an eternal present. She only lives in the now. And she also can only live through support from her big sister and her big brother. And then after that, we get this another eye-opening conversation that follows up from the last one about identity, and Tsukihi was involved even though she's not actually part of the conversation anymore. She was mentioned because of her apparition, her phoenix identity that was revealed, and how they can't exterminate her even if they do know her real identity because Araki refuses to kill her. Though, this relates to Ogi right now, where they can't exterminate her because they don't know her identity yet. Yeah, there you go. That was a complicated point, but all I'm saying is just every conversation leads up to the next one. It builds on top of one another, and it's all in order, and they all are are all very philosophical and interesting. Like, holy shit, this is genius. The whole conversation about doing the right thing comes back from Hitagi's arc, and also the big reveal that Ogi's true identity is Aragi. Oh, well, I wish I could have figured that out on my own. I got spoiled. Welp. Yeah. It really did only get built up. Like, her identity was only built up throughout Owarimonogatari Season 2. But her kind of, like, existence throughout the entire series, I think she was in Monogatari's second season and interacted with Naruto a bit. She was always kind of a mysterious character. Anywho, I guess it's all revealed. I wonder how they're gonna make this make sense. Like, Ogi is a different character with a different design, does weird shit that Koyomi doesn't agree with. So I don't know how exactly their relationship of them being the same person makes sense. She must be a metaphor of some kind, like his dark self, I don't know. I am going to figure out in the very last episode, I hope. I started watching this at like 3 p.m. maybe? 2:30 p.m.-ish. It took me like 4 hours to watch 7 episodes. But I guess I was also recording my reactions to them. Alright, let's go. The last episode of Monogatari that I'll watch for a very long while. Let's go. Or maybe I'll watch the commentary someday. Goodbye. Oh, it's his apparition. Oh, okay. I told y'all, I forgot that this anime was about apparition, monster, ghost stuff. Ooh. Okay, so yeah. That's cool. You know, like, anime girls, they got issues, but now our main protagonist has one. Fuck yeah. Oh my god, his problem is related to the fact that Aragi's a harem anime protagonist and has all of these criticisms of himself about being with all these anime girls. This is the best ending possible. Holy fuck, this is so meta. I'm just watching the opening again. I never noticed this tiny Ogi flying through the air during this scene. Oh well. Oh my fucking god, why did no one fucking tell me that there was a new season of Monogatari that's currently airing in 2024? What? I thought the last one was Zoku Owarimonogatari. Oh, well, I mean, it is the end of Aragi's story, but I guess this is like... Oh, I guess this is about the girls who stories haven't ended, I guess. Also, holy shit. Who is this girl? She's adorable. That's Akihi, right? Okay, time to finish Owarimonogatari. Look at her. I need to actually put this as my phone background or something. Oh my god. Anywho, yep, we're saying goodbye to Ogi-chan, and usually Aragi has some kind of emotional attachment to the heroine, This time he doesn't, because I guess it's a manifestation of his negative emotions in some form. And this is kind of how he is growing up, and the manifestation of his of criticizing himself is disappearing, and that's the end of adolescence. I guess that's what's happening right now. They kind of like argued who was right and who was wrong, and yeah, she kind of discusses justice in some sense. I don't think I'm going to really delve into it here, but that was part of her character, and you know what? I know I'm kind of just ignoring that and only looking at her cute anime design, and I don't care. Oh my god, the last like fucking 10 minutes was such a roller coaster ride of so many different things happening that I am scared I couldn't get to it all. I really want to comment on everything that just happened. So, turns out, Araki did kind of want to save Ogi, and we already know that that Ogi spawned from Araragi, so he is technically saving himself. Ogi argued that, or just said, why would he save someone else? Why would he save someone that made him suffer? Her entire existence is to literally criticize Araki. That's the manifestation of Ogi is the manifestation of Aragi's criticisms to himself and made him suffer. So why save her? But no, he argues he's saving himself. And also, everyone that he quote unquote saved, all of the characters up to this point, all of the heroines, Shinobu, Kanbaru, Hanakawa, Senjagahara, Hachikuji, all of them, they saved him. And that makes me think saving people, helping them, it's a beneficial situation, and you get something out of a relationship, even if you're completely selfless to the other person. And I think that is an utterly, just completely beautiful message. There might have been a bit more in there, but I want to get to Oshino Meimei appearing out of nowhere, coming from Antarctica. It's because Hanekawa tried actually put in the effort to get him all the way over here, and she was so tired she passed out. She also looked really hot, but that has nothing to do with anything. I just can't help myself. Whenever I cough, I've sinned. Anyways, Oshino Meimei basically just... So, Oki's existence from the beginning was kind of shaky. Again, she was a manifestation of someone else. She was an apparition. And then her existence was made real through Oshino Meimei just saying, alright, she is my niece. What are you doing to her? You're lying on her right now. And that made her real. So happy ending all around, except for Araki losing his arm. That needs to be replaced. He's not a vampire anymore. He just lost gallons of blood. Okay. That was all incredible. That was all terrific. I cannot wait to see the epilogue. That was a really touching moment as well, and I'm happy Ogi doesn't sacrifice herself. She is still alive and real. And, the hottest character in Monogatari. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. I don't know, hope Hanekawa gets to rest. The one thing that I wanted to question, I'm not done yet. Oshino Meimei, all he did was just say, okay, Ogi is my niece, and that kind of apparently makes her existence real, which is weird. Apparently just saying it makes it real, even though it's not necessarily the truth. That kind of weirds me out, but whatever, I guess. Let's watch the last 10 minutes of the Owari Monogatari. Karen is already taller than Aragi, even though she just finished middle school. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, I forgot why she was my favorite character, but now I know. I am in love with height dynamics and certain people being tall with others. That's why fucking Hotaru is my favorite character, possibly. In possibly in all of anime, and probably not, but whatever. Look, I love height things. Very important thing for me. And of course, right after I complimented her height, they had this gratuitous shot of her chest. God, this anime is killing me. Oh yeah, Hachikuji's thing was that she was trying to find her home in the first season, right? And she was lost. Now she found it. Now she has a new home. That's just incredible. Oh man, what a satisfying conclusion. So, okay, there's a very cute and touching reunion. Hanekawa Tsubasa and Sanjo Gahara, they meet. I was like, who is this cutie with the brunette brown hair? Oh, who's that character? Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. Kanbaru brings some flowers for the seniors that are graduating. Look at that brown hair. That was beautiful. I love brown-haired brunette girls. Okay. Anywho, there's this very... Aragi's basically chasing off this girl who has issues, as he always did back in Bakemonogatari. And the Senjugahara and Hanekawa are like... They're like that because it is Koyomi's personality to help anime girls, basically. Turns out it was Ogi over here. And there's this very, very touching sentiment of, like, I'll just say it. And I'm like, it just makes so much sense. Ogi says, you haven't changed a bit, Aragi. You're still chasing off anime girls and helping them. And Aragi's like, no, I have changed, but no matter how much I changed, I am still me. And I am like... Oh my god, that makes so much sense, and that's like, even if you do change, there are just some core characteristics about you that stay with you, that define you until you die, and it all, oh, it's such genius. My brain is exploding, and that is the end of Owarimonogatari. I don't know who some of these characters are, I don't know who this is. Who's hugging Kanbaru over there, and I am pretty sure that's Tsukihi. Looks like a Nisakoi character. Absolutely adorable. Is there much after this? Very cute. And, yep, I am missing this scene. Okay, 19 seconds. Give me a sec. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it for Aragi's story, at least. For all of the Monogatari series, there is still Zoku Ori Monogatari and Monogatari off monster season. That's the one that I just found out about. God damn, the Monogatari series, everybody. I don't really have a speech prepared for a sweeping statement of the entire series or anything, but it was incredibly enjoyable. I loved all of the meta elements at the end that felt like the fact that the main character himself had issues, and it was related about the fact that he was an anime harem protagonist, criticizing himself for having relationships with the anime woman that he was interacting with and feeling guilty about interacting with them in different ways. It was great. And he also kind of like embraced the manifestation of himself that criticized him. That was also incredible. I am going to die soon after this from coughing, and this video is long enough already, so thank you for listening. I am going to go somewhere far away after this, and this is a good ending. I'm gonna continue watching Clanad, which is also an anime girl extravaganza. I can't wait. Thank you for watching, consume everything, and goodbye.